Law is shifting, and the old map doesn't work anymore. This is Legal Pirates, a podcast for founders, operators, and personal injury leaders who don't wait for permission to lead change. We are category designers and collaboration friendly. Each episode explores the moves reshaping how law is built, delivered, and trusted. One question guides every conversation. What map are you using now that the old one no longer works? Let's navigate the shift. Hey guys, how are you? I'm here with David and Hayden Haskins. David and Hayden Haskins of Speed AI. They're on the other side in the exhibitor hall. It's just our neighbors to the south. So how are you guys?
Good. This is a great event.
Yeah, awesome. Tell us a little bit about Speed AI.
So Speed AI is an AI agent that listens to 100% of your intake calls, scans for case quality, agent performance, and our biggest feature is that we can rescue lost leads in real time. So before someone who calls your firm where your intake agent may have dropped the ball, we're able to notify you and give you a second bite at the apple, we like to say.
So hold on one second. So you said in real time, walk me through that exactly. Like somebody's on the phone.
It's the closest to real time that exists.
Okay.
So someone's on the phone, They maybe make some mistakes, misinterpret some facts, and improperly reject a case.
Okay.
The second that happens,
So then they're off the call.
Then they're off the call.
Got it.
And then leadership, whether that's intake director or firm's COO, is notified and says, hey, you missed the ball, you missed one. Call them back right now. Get them back on the phone before they call someone else.
That's actually amazing. We do that too late in our agency, right? So we're listening to calls like, oh, they said the wrong thing. Like this is, but it's a day later.
It's exactly where the problem came from.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah.
I've run an agency for the last 13 years, digital marketing, and we've always had this problem of creating opportunities and then the client not doing a good enough job converting them. We could have two similar firms and similar performing campaigns. One of them says you're the best. One of them says you're the best thing that's ever happened to our firm. The other one says, I don't know, it doesn't seem that it's working.
Right.
So over the last few years, we developed a coaching program in the agency where we would teach them better intake practices, train their staff, basically function as an intake manager, a fractional intake manager. And for there, Hayden, we were doing manual call audits of 5 calls per agent per week, and so you still only see just a very small percentage.
Yeah, like a little sliver.
Yeah, and it's at the end of the week or at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So any
mistake when I said the day later. Mostly like
any mistake they may have made on one of those calls, if you're manually auditing it at the end of the week or the end of the month, they've already that lead is gone, but also your agents probably repeated that mistake multiple times on other calls. So my office at the agency was right outside where all the intake agents or the intake coaches were, and I would hear them all day. You hear the brr, brr, hello, thank you for calling ABC Law Firm. How can I help you? Because they're sitting there listening to calls all day.
Right.
And we were swimming at David's house. I think it was maybe the 4th of July or something, 2023, and I was like, there's got to be a way that we could just have AI listen to these calls, grade them, and find the stuff that we actually need to know about, right?
Yeah.
Instead of paying an intake coach to just sit there and burn daylight searching for problems in a 20 or 30 minute call, which might actually be fine.
Okay.
So
the problem that you solve very specifically is that if somebody drops the ball on an intake or on a call, a new prospect, right?
Yep.
And they make a mistake and it really is a prospect that they wanted. They made a mistake, it's gone.
Yep.
And then in real time or much, much quicker,
Yeah.
you shrink the time down of hey, get that person back.
Yep.
Yeah, you basically would have the best intake manager review every single call within seconds of it happening.
Yeah, it's impossible.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. So there's also some other great features. We've got what we call agent scorecards and leaderboards. So you can see a scorecard of any particular agent, how their conversions are tracking over time.
When you say agent, you're talking about
your
the
intake.
Your
intake rep. Yeah. And you can see how their conversion scores are tracking over time, how their agent scoring is tracking over time, and you can kind of you can get kind of coaching insights for that individual agent, so that you can say, hey, these are the 5 things you need to work on this week, and then you could see how they progress, right?
Wow.
So it's a really fast way to take someone from good to great, and then all those scores are then distilled into what we call an agent leaderboard. So you can see who your top performers are, who needs work. You can sort them by, average time on hold, conversion rate, average agent score. Yeah.
So I'm just curious, does it also have like an agent team score? Because, just the way that we run our company, I was wondering if we could like make it a team where people are not competing against one another so much.
Yes, you can see metrics for the whole firm
as
a whole. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. So this is like, not only does it solve the problem we talked about, but it's also like a performance management.
Exactly.
Yeah, sort of
could
like,
become like an HR tool too. Because,
it's like a workforce management tool, really,
cool.
in the intake space.
So then what are your roles at Speed.ai?
I act as our CEO,
Okay.
and David's our president.
Oh, awesome, cool. And it's so CEO, president, but what I mean is like technically it seems like you're the technical guy and you're more the marketer.
Somewhat. I mean, like I manage the day-to-day of the company. I with our engineers constantly making sure that happens. David's just been in this industry for so long; he knows everyone. He's a very much a people person.
Cool.
So,
So your marketing agency was at the time also serving law firms?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or just law firms?
Yeah, that's all I've known pretty much for the last 15 years.
Oh, so you're in this industry.
Yeah, in it, yeah. And the cool thing is that we've seen similar response from other agencies, that we've actually competed with.
Yeah.
They see the benefit in their clients that are using Speed.
Of course.
They're like, hey, I want all my people to,
of course,
to be using
that makes total sense.
Yeah,
because we just deal from from the prospect or somebody that needs to find the lawyer all the way up to the intake when they're like, yes, I want to take the case. So from there to there is our space.
Yeah.
So after that,
there's really in the technological realm in this industry, there is a lot of tech on the ad campaign to lead creation.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's a lot of tech in lead management into case resolution. There's this little gap that usually happens on the telephone that you don't have visibility into, and we're really bridging that gap so that you can actually bring your marketing data in, as well as connect right to your lead data.
So David, I'm gonna play a little, and Hayden, a little devil's advocate, but like if somebody comes to you and just kind of nervous about privacy and data. How do you answer that?
We're SOC 2 compliant. We're in our observation period for HIPAA, so we're going to have a certification of attestation of HIPAA very soon. It was very important for us. We knew that would be the number one concern for any law firm, especially. Yeah. And then firms can request their own kind of data retention policies if they need that, if they need it for their cybersecurity insurance, that kind of thing.
Awesome.
Security is very much a big, massive part of this entire thing for us. Yeah. Because if you don't have that, that's the ball game, right? Especially if we're processing these calls, very sensitive matters, personally identifiable information,
1,000%.
Health information. So
if anything gets out, knock on wood, it's like it's a nightmare. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. So just tell people, well, first of all, your insights from the conference or any takeaways like about, not from the conference itself, but like what people should know about AI if they're just getting started with AI, or anything at all that you want to leave people with.
Yeah, I would say, one of the things that it's also been a theme here is that adopting AI is not just about the technology, it's about the change management inside your organization that needs to take place. You need to get people's buy-in, you need to have some transparency, educate them on what you're using, what you expect out of them, and also reassure them that you're not trying to replace everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In the firm. You're just trying to make everybody get better.
I like to say people support what they help create.
Yeah.
But I like to get people's input, even if we don't go with what they're saying. At least they're like they feel part of the team. All right, cool. So how can people find you?
You can go on speed.ai, just type that in your browser, and we'll give anybody watching this a free 14-day trial. No credit cards, no commitments, and if you do decide to work with us, it's all month to month. We don't expect you to enter into some sort of long agreement. Awesome. But we'd love for anybody watching this to just try it out.
And I didn't ask, but this is an important follow-up, is like how long and what's the onboarding process like? Is it
onboarding is very cumbersome. Yeah. It takes about 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
we would have been remiss.
That was, again, we've been in this industry for a very long time, and we know that, attorneys are busy and they got law firms to run. Yeah. And so we were like, look, the onboarding has to be extremely fast. If someone decides, hey, let's go, let's get them on quickly. Let's get them in their dashboard set up so that they can go and get those insights immediately. So we can set you up in 5 minutes, and we can do like a historical analysis too. We could pull the last 30 days of your calls, and you immediately have data to go look through and see what types of cases you might have missed over the last month and what you should be looking out for right now.
Oh, that's awesome. So just in terms of quick wins, they're already getting something.
Yeah, we had, we launched at the PILMMA conference in Denver.
Yeah.
And the day that we launched, we actually onboarded several customers at the booth.
Right.
One of them took those insights right back to their intake that morning, and they chased and signed 4 additional lead rescues.
Come on.
That day, the same day.
So you signed someone.
They came back at the end of the day and they were like, "You can take us out of the trial. We're ready to go. We need it, man."
That is amazing.
Four
what
cases
a story.
That first day,
Good for you. I love that you're solving a very specific problem. I think that's very smart, obviously. So thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
All right, Hayden. Good talk. Thanks for listening to Legal Pirates. Remember, the old rules aren't coming back. Follow the show and keep charting your own course. We'll see you next time.